Hi, so this is a review of my Haix GSG9 boots. Now these are some of my favorite boots, and the GSG9, as many of you would already be aware, is the German special police. They're quite reputed, and from time to time they used to get their own boots manufactured. So this is the GSG9 specific model from Haix, and they're one of my favorite boots. Front profile, side profile, rear, again side, and front. So I really like these boots because of their no nonsense design. They have a very classic design to them. They have a hiking boot sole which has a clearly defined heel. It has three parts to it: a rubber outsole, a polyurethane midsole, and also a very thin insole inside, which is more for ventilation purposes. Apart from that, the upper of the boot is all leather, good quality leather. It has perforations on the side for ventilation, and also on the outside it has got perforations, or it has got synthetic on the outside, again to aid ventilation. But however, on the inside the boot is all leather, because this is the part which will come in contact with the rope if you're going up or down a rope. So very thoughtful design there. But apart from that, again, if you look at the boot per se, it has a very classic design to it. It is not in your face. And also the Haix branding, you will see, is quite simplistic: an H, an X, that's it. And on the outside, again, the branding is very minimalistic. Also on the inside, the boot has a Gore-Tex liner, and it has some branding for Gore-Tex. Yes, so it has the Gore-Tex branding also to verify that it's got a Gore-Tex liner inside. So the boot is decently waterproof. It tries to breathe also, but there is always a compromise. If you look at the outsole, the toe rubber comes decently up onto the toes to prevent scuffing, but the major part of it is leather, which is good for uniform use. And the midsole is all polyurethane, and it's got a very sturdy feel when I wear it, and it's got a decent amount of bounce also. It's not very squishy, which I have now realized I don't like squishy boots at all. Coming to the laces are just cloth loops in the lower half with these clips at the ankles, so that there is two zones of lacing. The first zone you can tighten up, and then you can put these clips in place, which will keep the laces of this area in place, and so then you can keep this part loose if you feel like. But the only downside is, every time that I want to put on or put off or take off the boots, I have to unclip from both sides, and then only the laces will loosen up. But nevertheless, apart from the fact that it takes some amount of time, it's a clever design feature. In terms of branding, on the inside, the boot only says that it has been engineered in Germany, which probably is a smart way of saying that it's not been manufactured in Germany. But wherever these boots have been manufactured, they've done a good job. Another design feature I found is that they have this double leather on the toe, and I'm hoping this is double leather. I have not been able to check it per se, but they have this additional piece of leather which has been sewn on to the toe area of the boot. But all in all, these boots have given me good service. They're hard wearing, They look the part and they're tough. They don't have any frills to them. They are slightly expensive and I'm unable to find these in the market anymore. I just wish that Haix comes back to this kind of sole and this kind of design boots from the kind of soles that they've come on to these days. These soles were much better. These soles you will also find in hiking footwear of boots from decent brands. The outsoles doesn't have any branding like Vibram. It's a Haix sole. It also says that it is anti-static and slip and oil resistant. The lugs, as you can see, are all spaced out, so it will be very difficult for pebbles to get stuck in these. I do not remember having pebbles stuck in these ever. So they have an aggressive design, but they are spaced out. So very nice, handsome boots, one of my favorites. Thank you.